So the heyday of jazz is taking place, and you got clubs, man, happening on 52nd. Jazz is cooking. You got the Three Deuces and the Onyx Club and the Famous Door and all that, and they're pretty much doing, traditional jazz kind of thing, with veterans from the Count Basie Band sitting in, and Pee Wee Russell, and all of the kind of a swing kind of jazz thing making those clubs happen. But at the same time, you got this new music, bebop, that's emerging, and other than Minton's, they don't have a home. There was this sax player who had a chicken joint, and he had been trying to get jazz to happen in his chicken joint for a long time. It just wasn't working. And there was a DJ named Symphony Sid who said, man, you need to cut away from that stuff and try to get this bebop thing happen. And I know you're trying to make your chicken joint work, but that's not going to work and on 52nd. So we're going to move a little bit away from 52nd, and we're going to open this club over here on 47th, not too far away, but far enough away that we're going to have our own distinctive thing, and we're going to program this new music. Yeah, this new music. And what we going to call the club? Well, the saxophone player who was trying to make this thing happen was a cat named, I think, Bernard. Can't think of his last name right now. He was trying to make it happen and couldn't make it happen, so he went along with whatever Symphony Sid was talking, because Symphony Sid had a big radio station and he had some power. But he was determined to make his chicken joint work, so the compromise was to call this club the Royal Rooster. That wasn't gonna work. So they made the Royal Roost. Now you know where that name came from. Yeah, the Royal Roost. And soon you got a big night. On Tuesday night they open up with Miles and Bird and Tad Dameron and cats like that on the headlining this thing. And Symphony Sid it's just broadcasting all about this new hot thing, man. Royal Roost, baby. You need to go there. We're going to have a bebop night. Oh, yeah. Man, 500 people crowded into this club. And just like that, the Royal Roost was a hit. Matter of fact, the nickname for it was not the Metropolitan Opera, but the Metropolitan Bopera. It's in bebop. Yeah. Some people call it the house that Bop built. Yeah. Got some stories here about this Royal Roost. Everybody that was anybody in the bebop area, they showed up. Miles was there, Bird was there, Monk was there, or Dizzy had to come through there. Everybody came through the Roost. People were recording records at the Roost. And all of a sudden, the managers go, you know what, man, we got something going on here. We should start our own record label. And they did. And it was called Roost Records. Go look that up. Tad Dameron recorded on it, and many other boppers recorded on Roost Records during this point in time. And this thing was happening. Everything is rolling like it's supposed to roll. But then there is always a partner, someone who put in some money, who thinks that because he put in some money, he should have some control. Because he got money, he knows more about this than anybody. Oh, no, yeah. And he wanted to change the Roost into something more akin to the Cotton Club. The Cotton Club ain't gonna work for no bebop. That's for that older big band swing stuff. But this guy with very strong will And so next thing you know, the Roost got big neon signs out front, and they get a new clientele and new music. And before you know it, the original manager, the guy who had the idea of selling his chicken with jazz, he gets out of there. And before you know it, the Royal Roost is no longer royal. And the people stop coming. Oh yeah, I'm gonna throw a rock. It reminds me of what happened to a local joint. I remember when we used to go to a club, I'm not gonna name it, people will know, down on Tia Verde when they were doing straight ahead jazz on the bottom floor. And the father loved that thing. But then when the sons came in, they wanted to do a different kind of entertainment, and that didn't work so well. Well, the same thing happened with the Royal Roost. Did not work so well, and somewhere around 1952 or 53, somewhere there, when the original management left, and the musicians stopped and the crowd stopped, the Royal Roost stopped, because all that neon could not sell bebop, because bebop was never a neon kind of music. And that is the story of the great club that was called the Royal Roost, that was called the Metropolitan Opera House, was called a house that bebop built. The Royal Roost is no more. But when it was happening, they had a great club and a record label. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, baby. Thank you very much.